Gaffy, first of all, the re-signing, how tough a decision is that to re-sign when you've got the temptation of home as well?
I mean, it's always something you weigh up, but no, I think I was always sort of going to stay here, and club's been great to me ever since I moved over here 5-6 years ago, and obviously we've had some pretty successful years without reaching the pinnacle, but I think with a lot of young guys at the same age and a lot of older guys still playing well was the reason behind me re-signing, and very exciting. Got a lot of great coaches and players and teammates around me, so it was a bit of a no-brainer.
What's coming out of Saturday? You obviously haven't had the review yet. What was the sort of discussion post-match with Simo?
Pretty much, as it was probably pretty obvious for everyone to see, we were pretty lucky to get out of it, and as Simo said, we didn't really deserve to win with the amount of the fair discrepancy in inside 50s and all that. But it's something. Those times where you're not playing that well, you got to find a way to get out of it. And maybe in the past you might have still lost those games. So, but also you got to give credit. You see how even the competition now is with Carlton almost beating Sydney, and we obviously just got over the line over them last week, and Melbourne have been playing some good footy as well this year. So. Full credit to them, and tough conditions made it difficult as well, and I think our leaders really stood up when we needed it most, and to win by a goal is something that's going to be beneficial later in the year when we do have those close games, hopefully in finals.
Was Melbourne's physicality something that impressed you around the ball?
I think it's just more their cleanliness. I think they handled the ball like it was a dry day, and early on, and probably for the majority of the game, we fumbled a lot of the ball, and we seemed to be out a few times, and we'd turn it over through skill areas, which was probably the main thing. But we know that's something that we can fix up pretty quickly. But just the contribution from everyone and just the cleanliness and around the ball was see guys like Viney, Jones, Tyson were clean, and they were able to get out and running most of the day.
Do you need more contribution from everyone at the moment? It seems to be the same faces popping up doing the same things week in, week out to help out.
Oh yeah, we need a lift from everyone. We need Pritter. Obviously, we know what Pritter's going to get each week, but we need everyone, including him, including the youngest guy on the list, to keep improving each week. Because if we stagnate and don't continue to improve, we're not going to beat those best teams towards the back end of the year and obviously September. So it's from our best player to our 22nd player at the moment. Everyone needs to go to a new level.
That's been the slide a little bit on West Coast from the experts outside the game, that no one's really improved their game from last year. Do you agree with that in terms of that individuals haven't improved so much?
It's a little bit hard to tell. You're focused on sort of week to week, and you don't just look on the outside of how everyone's going throughout the whole year. But yeah, I think there's no secret we probably haven't played as well this year, so everyone needs to keep improving to take our game to the next level, and individually and collectively.
What did you make of Eric McKenzie's return on the weekend?
Yeah, I think it was pretty solid, easy. I think just being able to get the ball to ground, it probably helps with those weather conditions on the weekend. But we know how good he is at closing down those key forwards, and Hogan. I'm not sure Hogan kicked a goal or maybe one, I'm not sure, but that's his job, to stop their best forwards, and I think he did it pretty well.
Are you hoping that Dom Sheed will be one that could add to the midfield depth when he comes back? Yeah,
definitely. Dom's been playing pretty well in the waffle ever since he's been back. I reckon he's probably played 3 or 4 games now, and not sure how long Simo wants to keep him going through the waffle, but I think when he's ready to go, he'll be ready, and we need that tough body in there, and we know he's going to go pretty well.
And what about the return of Nick Nat? That'll be a bit of a relief when he comes back as well, because that's almost like giving you an extra midfielder as well.
Yeah, he's full training at the moment. It's just sort of 50-50 on a coach's call, I guess, as to whether he plays this week or next week. But yeah, you sort of take for granted a little bit how lucky we are having Nick and those weeks that he has been out. We know Scotty's put up a really good fight, and we love his hunting around the ball and his follow up. But the advantage in the air Nick gives us is something we we take for granted at times, and it'll be great. Hopefully we get him out this week, but if not, we know that he'll come back next week and be fresh and ready to go.
So you're chomping at the bit to get out there?
Yeah, he's been good. Yeah, he's been flying around in a few of the drills we've been doing last week. So whenever he's ready, we know he'll be fit and firing, and we know how much of an integral part he is to our team and how important he is. So want to make sure his body's ready, and he's got several good performances in him.
Have you seen him moving and jumping the way you have seen him in the past? Is he looking similar at the moment?
Yeah, it all looks pretty similar. He's been doing a bit of work that behind the scenes that we're probably away from our sort of main training sessions to make sure he's ready to go. But no, he's looking pretty good.
So is it more fitness, do you think, and whether he'll be game fit that'll hold him back, or is do you think he's still just a little bit off the mark in terms of the injury?
I think it's the game fitness that would be the call on whether he's ready this week or whether he plays the next week against Freo. Yeah.
MCG again, the age-old question. Nice to get back onto the ground. That you have to win the premiership back.
Yep. Yeah, I mean it's always a big challenge playing Collingwood at G, and you're going to be Collingwood always have a big crowd, and it's what we play footy for, playing on the G, and we felt we played pretty well against Carlton for 3 quarters, and we were able to play the ground pretty well, and just that last sort of 10 minutes where we lost our way a bit, and Carlton got several goals to get pretty close to beating us. But for the whole, I think we're pretty happy with how we played. It's just incorporating all the aspects that make us a good footy team out on the G, and we don't feel like it's too much of a difference playing out here. It's just a few metres wider and a few metres shorter at the G, so we've just got to keep playing good footy, keep hunting the opposition, and we feel we'll be pretty successful.
Did the boys get around Sherrod after the weekend? I saw 3/4 time the coach was giving him pretty strong chat. It was almost like he was playing like it was a dry weather game, wasn't he? In some of the errors he made. It was a bit unusual for him.
Yeah, he's one of our sort of bravest ball users, and he tries to do kicks that probably some guys wouldn't do, and most of the time they come off and they look great. There's days on the weekend where they don't come off and it probably doesn't look as good, but no, there wasn't much spoken about collective at 3/4 time from the coach, but yeah, we feel he had some really good contests in the last quarter and made amends. It's not always going to be a day, but for all of us to stand up and get the win on Saturday Harbour was encouraging, because you can't always play your best every week.
Was it the corky he caught that really affected his disposal efficiency after that, or?
Oh, I got no idea. Yeah, no idea. I think he only knows a couple of bad kicks, and when you're playing the back line and you turn a couple over, it's sort of highlighted a little bit more because it's normally in front of goal, where Melbourne kicked a couple of goals. But we know he's going to work pretty hard during the week and make amends, just like we all do when we have a couple of bad weeks.
Only 5 more games to go until finals. It still seems like you guys are a fair way off your best football. How do you see things placed at the moment, and what do you have to do to turn it around? Yeah,
there's no hiding behind. We're probably not playing our best footy at the moment, but we're still getting the wins, and that's the most important thing. It'd be a little bit more sombre coming in here if we lost on the weekend, but we've still put ourselves in a really good position. Obviously playing Collingwood this week, and then we got some games against some pretty good teams coming up. So we're going to earn whatever position we get after round 22 or 23. We're going to know where we're at and ready to launch in September.
Is it as simple as Nick coming back will fix a lot of the problem areas, or does it run deeper than that?
I think it's a little bit deeper than that. We don't really want to rely on one player, but no doubt Nick helps us enormously, and we want him back playing well as soon as possible. But we've got some things to fix up, which we'll go through today, and we'll address for next week and the weeks coming.